seen them.
No.
And I think it's fantastic. They're going to get an hour of their own show.
Yeah.
Where people are going to be talking about them. We use the word talkability. And when we were building the shows, I was showing my 21-year-old daughter Polly, very cool, very bright person. I said, Polly, what do you think of these people? And Dave and Amos, how old are they? 108?
Something like that.
Yeah.
They're elderly boys.
And that's the youngest one.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And she was creased up. She thought it was absolutely brilliant. She'd never seen anything like it. And it was a bit like Victor Borger, you know, if you remember him. It's like two of them. And they were legends to us guys, but the public, no.
There's nobody like, if I said to you, they probably have worked in my club down in Devon 300 times. I'd have them in, and the great thing, they don't change their act that much, but I laugh at them more every time they come. So I'm not actually laughing at the material. I know the material. I can do their act backwards. I'm just laughing at two incredibly funny men. Incredibly funny. And that's the sign of a good comic, when you're laughing.
I would say as well, Jeff, probably one of your favourites from the new variety show would be Steve Rawlins, the juggler.
Oh, superb. Steve Rawlins just caught me sideways. He caught me sideways.
Well, Steve Rawlins has been around for a long, long time. I mean, I went to the Falklands with him. I mean, he's been around donkey's years, but he's never been given the opportunity. And he's probably one of the best live acts in Britain.
I'm laughing just thinking about it.
Yeah, all the agents, ask all the agents, all the promoters, and all the people in the business. Steve Rawlins, genius. Have you ever seen him?
What about Marshall?
Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall, what a superb act.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a big Peter fan, me. And Gary has that same northern approach, that slow delivery that Peter's got, you know, and I know he's not a find because he's been around quite a while, but once again he's a find to TV because I'd never seen him perform, and he's another little genius who's coming.
Well, I saw the best vent, the ventriloquist, what we call a vent. I think I saw the best vent I ever saw. I can never remember seeing one better than the young boy. What was he called?
Steve Hewlett.
Oh, super.
He was the one in the middle.
I don't think I've heard my club laugh that much.
Since you put your prices up, they laughed.
Since I put my price up, they laughed then. They did laugh then, didn't they? Yeah, that's right. But I mean, I don't think I've ever heard the club laugh as a special act.
No.
I mean, he rocked the club. He rocked the club, and he'd me as well. I mean, I was down on my knees.
I think we've talked a lot about the new acts, you know, the Tuckers, the Tank Shermans, the Steve Hewletts, Fortune, the boy bands, Girls Out There, Vogue. So there's stuff for the youngsters as well. But I think it's also important that, you know, that we are going to put people like Dave and Amos, but Mick Miller, you know, what a comic, what a talent.
I mean, I've had Mick in my top 3 in England all my life. I just think Mick is just an incredible comic.
David Copperfield, what a night he gave us.
Well, I'd never seen him work live before. I obviously knew who he was from the days way back with Tracy Allman, you know.
Three of a Kind,
Lenny Henry. I'd never seen him work live, and I was just totally gobsmacked. I just thought, blimey, where has this bloke been? Where has he been for the last quarter of a century?
I know he was to all night drinking my whiskey. I couldn't get rid of this. Well, I drank with it till about 3 o'clock. I said, I can't stand any more of this. And when the girls come down to do the cleaning in the morning, David was still there at 9:30.
I think he pushed it down to having a post-mortem.
Yeah, he was analysing where he went wrong.
But you know, the old guys, you know, Digest is one of them, but the old guys have still got it, you know. I mean, Duncan Norville.
Duncan Norville, yeah.
Superb.
Yeah. And the audience loved them. And as soon as, because I introduced him that night, Duncan Norville, and when I said, ladies and gentlemen, Duncan Norville, there was that, whoa, blimey, we haven't seen Duncan for so long. No. But, I mean, Duncan was a big star. Yeah. Big star.
But, you know, I think that our flagship is our entertainment and our variety. But there's a million of other things we're going to do. We're going to do a day in the life of interesting people that would have stars, people you'd know. And they said, we're going to follow them for the day. And when you see what they actually do in a day in their life, you'll be so surprised. I mean, people that you only see in one picture on your life, you'll see them on stage or read the news or a singer or MP or whatever. We're going to follow them, and only the interesting one, the boring ones, we won't bore you with. but the good ones. We will drag them up, and you will be amazed at what some people do in a day.
Yeah, and can I
everyone
say,
see their life is different.
yeah, can I say, whatever you do not miss a day in the life of Jethro. You might know Jethro the comedian, but I promise you, you will be in for some shocks and surprises along the way.
I wouldn't personally watch that one.
Yeah, you know.
How many horses you got? God, blimey. Well, you might as well tell me. You're going to find out
It's
anyway.
like the Grand National.
It is. It's like the Grand National around his living room.
It's Saturday night, it's February 26th. We are live at NV, the new venue in Southampton with Richard Digance and Jethro. It's our big night, it's our launch of Sound TV. I just want to give us a nice flavour of what's to come, Richard, for the audience.
Well, we're going to go to the show we were just both three of us been talking about, the new variety show, and that is very exciting because they're all new names. The big thing then after that is In the Comedy Mind, which is like, this is George Burns, this is Bob Hope, it's Robin Williams, it's Jerry Lewis, it's all these American legends.
Dean Martin as well.
Dean Martin, yeah, and we've got the rights, sole rights in the UK for some amazing comedy footage on that. And then we wrap up tonight with the guy I was telling you about, Johnny Dickinson, a singer-songwriter. So I think we've covered all aspects. We've got new names, you've got your Tuckers, you've got your Vogue band, you've got all the new kids, and then you've got George Burns, you know, sort of later on in the evening, and nice bit of music if you come home from the pub or whatever you're doing. We can't really give much more in terms of a spectrum of entertainment.
No, there's a lovely show when Jethro meets Brian to come as well.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that, Jeff, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah.
But if your show is rubbish, I'll tell you in the morning.
Oh, I know. Well, one of my plans is to do next Tuesday on my own.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
From 4 o'clock till midnight.
It's the
Just-
children's stuff as well.
Yeah.
It'll just be one song,
That's it.
but it'll be a hell of a song.
Yeah,
Be them remembers.
And I'd like the nation to join in the chorus.
Don't forget, tomorrow back on air at 4 o'clock for 2 hours of children's TV. We are here at NV. It's Saturday night and we're all excited. It's the launch of our brand new channel, Sound TV. For me, Mike Osman. I'm
Richard Digance. Yeah.
We'd like to say thank you very, very much for watching. We hope you enjoy it and we'll see you soon. Don't miss Brian Collins.
That on that.